How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a totally random stream. If it's your first time on the channel, hi, my name is Guillaume. I'm a live sound engineer, and sometime I like to fire up a random stream out of nowhere. You have no clue what's going to happen. I don't promise any quality content here, but come hang out. Maybe we're going to have fun, and maybe we can discover things together, because it's in those stream that I kind of experiment with the viewer. We learn things together. We interact more with each other. So stick around, or make sure to watch the full stream if you're watching playback. If you want to support the channel, sure, give this video a like. That's gonna help. But watching the full stream is really what YouTube likes. So don't be afraid to stick around and watch the whole thing. Maybe I can change a thing or two here. Hold on. I'm a bit bright. Whoa. No quality guarantee. All right. Today on the show, first let me make sure that we are live. Random live stream. Yes, we're live. All right. Something that I want to check out, and I don't know if actually I'm going to feature that product on the channel or not. I was given out a microphone by the people from Fifine. It's the Tank K688, and this is a USB hybrid XLR microphone. It comes with a shock mount. It comes with a USB cable adapter and everything. This is basically like the one-stop, can do everything kind of microphone. Usually I'm not super pleased with the sound. This is what we're gonna check out today, because I don't want to review crappy product on the channel. If we're gonna do some A/B test here, if it's not up to par, you're never gonna see it again. All right, let's do an unboxing. We're only gonna do that with one camera today, because the other one is focusing on the Atem, which will be our second. Which will be the second thing that we're going to talk about on this live stream. All right, so we have a user manual, of course. Do we have anything useful, any useful information for a professional like me in here? You have the Mac and Windows option on how to connect and how to set it up, because this is, like I said, a one-stop. Make sure that you got everything down right and straight to a stream. This is a XLR mic that double up as a USB-C audio interface. So again, this is all you need to stream. We're gonna try it out. So yeah, Audacity setup here if you want to record with that thing, which is probably the software that you're gonna use if you are looking for that kind of product. How to set it up for calls on Mac and Windows, but I don't think we're going to learn much. There is no software as far as I can see here. They do not recommend you to download anything, so it's a good thing. No subscription, no nothing. All you have to do is plug it in and it should work. This is a USB 2 interface, by the way, USB-C, but at USB 2 speed. Lovely piece of foam. Gonna put that aside for now. We have the microphone. Wow, look at that. Sharp looking mic. Button here. Is it clicking or on off? Okay, it's just a button. Shock mount. Can we remove it? I don't think we can remove it. Or is it screwed down? Okay, it's screwed down. It can be removed if you want to change it. Maybe you can order it as a replacement, but not convinced about that. Really cool foam here. Ooh, let's take it out. Okay, so they really copied the design of a SM7B with something here that looked like a Shure SM58 capsule. Probably the kind of capsule that you get in a rip-off mic. Usually they sound fine. Let's see if it's fine or Fifine. with this one. We're gonna try it XLR just for fun. I think it's gonna be a better option to see that microphone as a full-on product and not just a microphone, because I'm pretty sure that as a dynamic microphone you can probably get something else, like, you know, I'm using a Beta 57 here, but just a regular SM58 will do the job just fine, and probably better, let's be honest. So we'll take a look. We have some control in the back. I think it's worth mentioning or taking a look at the back. We have XLR connector, USB-C, headphone. Ooh, we have headphone. We're gonna try that microphone with the headphone. And we have a gain control and a volume control for the headphone, which is a really good thing. If I remember correctly, I've covered some Fifine microphone before, and I don't remember having a gain knob, which is really crucial. If you guys saw my video about how to get good sound out of stock OBS plugin, how to make a microphone sound even, gain structure is everything. So I'm pretty convinced that with good gain structure, we can make something happen with this microphone here. Let's... You guys are still here? Just want to make sure that we're still live, sorry. Yes, we're still live. You guys are good? Don't be afraid to say hi in the chat. I have a low bit rate. Hold on. We do experiment some problem with the stream. Just let me check that the output is set to... Okay, the output is not set correctly. Hold on. We're going to press apply. Okay, YouTube's going to be way happier. It's probably going to be less choppy for you guys. Hey, everybody. We're still doing good. Okay, good. Where were we? Just want to check that I see the chat here in OBS. Yes, I do. Hi, guys. Okay, so yeah, cool option in the back. Let's put that to the side for now without hitting anything on the keyboard. Provided with the microphone, we have a long USB Type A to USB-C cable. The microphone itself is a USB-C, so if, like me, you have a USB-C to USB-C connection, you can just drop that in your computer. Especially if you guys have the new Mac Neo and want to have a USB 2 port, the microphone is... That microphone is going to be fine, because I want to make sure, but this is definitely USB 2.0, so there is absolutely no problem by plugging that in that port if you guys jump on the Neo wagon. By the way, I'm really looking forward to these Neo laptop. I'm probably going to purchase one, you know, just to run PowerPoints and to run stuff on event. We have a 3.8 to 5.8 adapter for the boom arm, which also we have, by the way, the boom arm. We will take a look at that in a few seconds. Maybe it's just a regular boom arm. Nothing to write home about, but let's see the quality of that. Let's put everything back in the box. This is basically the internal of the box. Again, not much to say here. Let's check out that microphone. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's a good mic. Maybe it's just a Fifine mic. But to me, if it's fine for the fee, it's a good recommendation. All right, let's put some headphone on. I'm gonna remove that from my audio interface. We're gonna check the mic out. Actually, let me grab a stand so we can do this thing justice. I'm not gonna do the boom arm right away. Let's try this with a microphone sound. Random live stream. You never know what's gonna happen. Oh, I didn't know that I had that. Do you have sticker on both sides? Maybe the stream won't stay up. Okay. So, do we just push the mic like this? It's backward. Maybe we can turn it around inside the shock mount. We'll see. I want to plug in my headphone. We'll do this. Okay, satisfying click here. And we're going to do the USB. And it's now time for me to switch from one mic to the other. So we're going to change the source ear for the audio to... Hold on. I'm going to change the audio source here. Oh, actually, do I have the wing? I have the wing. Okay, we're going to do the Fifine mic. Hey, 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 hey. Is it working? Oh, so it's just a touch knob. Can you see the... It's green, meaning it's probably good. Red, green, red, green. I'm not used to the video thing. Remove your finger because I see it, but you guys don't. So green, red, it's mute. Green, it's on. Let's see what's going on with that. Can we have gain? Do we have... Where's the gain knob? Gain knob is here. Okay, right now is at minimum. So at minimum, I don't even see it. And at maximum, do I see it? I hear it in my headphone, though. Okay, I hear it in my headphone. Can you guys hear it? No, you can't. For some reason, you guys cannot see it. If I mute the mic, it's muting from my headphone. Why? Why do you guys don't hear it? Let's take a look. Let me open up Mac software or internal audio. From the setting, I'm outputting to my audio. Maybe I can output to the USB. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, input, I can do USB. Yes, sir. Audio out, I'm sending out to the Audient right now, but I can send to the Fifine. So it's detected inside Mac OS, and I can definitely, it's definitely a analog gain control in the back. Same thing with headphone volume. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. I definitely hear the gain go up here a little bit. Hold on. Why is it not showing inside OBS? It should. Let's go with the default setting, the default mic. It's just not showing in OBS. Do I have any filters? Hey. I only have a limiter on. Okay, let me try to add a new source in OBS. We'll call it Fifine. Fifine microphone. Okay. Fifine microphone. Okay. Now it's there. Now it's there. Okay, I'm going to mute the camera mic. So right now you guys should be hearing the Fifine microphone. If I'm lowering the gain, or is that the headphone? Hey, 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 hey. Okay, that's the headphone. Sorry, I don't see the bottom of the mic. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Ooh, a little hard. Let me apply some filter here. I'm gonna do my my audio chain. And did I lost the filter menu? Yes, but the problem is OBS. It's not the microphone. Okay. Expander. Okay. That's good. Plus, we're going to go no EQ. Just going to go compression. A little bit of compression. 10:1 is high. Minus 18. We're going to go another compressor. Hey, compressor 2. We're going to raise the volume of compressor 1. All right. We're going to raise the volume of compressor 2. I'm going to set attack and release. And we're going to add a limiter just to make sure we don't redline. Minus a half dB. There we go. How does it look inside OBS? Hey, 1, 2, check. 1, 2, check it out. Yo, hey guys. Well, if I give it some more gain, or hey, was I all the way up? Okay, I'm all the way up right now. Maybe it's a little on the low side of gain because it's a dynamic capsule. So of course, if I lean into it, well, like every microphone, you're gonna get proximity effect. But right now, I'm clipping somewhere. So if I go just a little bit lower, hey, 1, 2, check, yeah. 1, 2, check, yeah. Hey. Gonna give it some more gain, kind of all the way up. It's not a bad thing. With my mastering chain or my filter chain that I have on that microphone, I can probably get away with that. Can I give it a tiny bit more juice here? Hey. I'm compressing way too hard on the second compressor. Forgot to bring the ratio down. Hey. Okay, so right now we're at the bare limit, bare maximum, like my friend Dorian would say. We're running bare maximum here. Not a bad microphone. It's definitely a fine option. And if you guys give me 1 second here, I'm gonna try to listen to the compressed signal. Because right now I just go with what I see on the VU. I can bring you guys in just a tiny bit. Hey. I just go with what I see on the VU. It just gives me a good idea of what's going on here. If I go property, no, not property. If I go, I never remember in OBS where to set the monitoring. Okay, if I go monitor and output. Okay, yes, sir. There's a light delay. It's probably off sync for you guys. Oh, I'm hearing myself double here. Ugh. It's probably fine. Yes. Okay. Well, let me remove. We got to go monitor off here. I'm hearing myself right now in the headphone because I'm connected in the back of the mic. And I'm hearing myself in real time. It matters a lot. If you have... if you want to record, if you want to do a podcast like I do, and I'm hearing myself right out of the microphone, you need that to be real time. Otherwise, it's going to feel like a echo, echo, and that's going to throw you off hardcore. This is probably the closest you will get to an analog signal, meaning the sound of the microphone is not traveling through the computer and going back to the headphone. I'm pretty sure it's go direct. You know, basically the sound is splitting. One side goes to the computer and one side goes to the headphone amp. And this is why I can have no latency or almost no latency when I'm speaking in the mic, and that's crucial for good sound. So this microphone, let me bring the gain down just a tiny bit. This microphone to me sound like a really good budget option for an all-in-one system. Like, you don't have an audio interface, you want to record straight to your phone, because this is a USB-C, so you can just connect that straight into your phone and do some video, you can do some overdub. Great option, great system, sounding good, nothing major. I can try to bring the gain down just a tiny bit. Let me drop it down here and go, hey, yay, yay, yay. Oh, no, that's a headphone. That's not the gain. That's not the gain. That's the gain. Is that the gain? Hold on. Can I turn down the gain on that thing? Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yeah. Hey, hey, hey. And can I bring that up for my head? Okay, there's a little trade-off to do here. Because if I set that to a volume where I would sing loud into the microphone, that's not going to be loud enough for me to hear myself. But if I give it just enough gain for me to really hear what's going on here. Hey, 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 I'm clipping. Hey, 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 yay, yay, yay. I'm having, like, even with the gain, hey, 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 hey. The gain is too low right now for me to hear it well. I really have to lean into it, and the headphones are all the way up. Hey, I'm clipping. Hey, yay, yay, yay. That's clipping. So if you're a loud singer and you like to hear yourself loud, maybe I'm not using, let me bring a little bit of the gain up. If you're a loud singer, I don't think this is the best option for you out there, because you will have to back up and go, hey, hey, hey. You know, it's not going to be, there's a fair trade-off with the gain where if I turn it down just a little too much, like, I don't hear myself well, but hey, oh, whoa, whoa. Yeah. I'm no singer, by the way. I'm just a sound engineer that has sing too much in his shower. So, yeah. I think it's a good entry-level system. If you are a professional and you want to have, professional result with that thing, if you know what you're doing, you can probably make it work. But I think this is your starter kit kind of microphone where you will purchase that. It will work for a while. It's not going to be long where you will want to switch to a dynamic microphone, let's say a Shure SM58 and a small interface, just to have more than one input, or get something more out of this, because it's not a bad product, but I would say it's more for somebody that want to do a podcast. It's more for somebody that would do light singing. You know, if your main thing is to sing, it's going to be fine for a starter. It's going to be fine to do like really fast consuming media, like you want to do short where you have 5 minutes to record a song. It's not an album. You don't want to, it's going to be good for an Instagram singer. You want to do 15 seconds of a song, set it up, make sure that your gain is not set too high, and you can do your thing and do your song and not be loud. But if you're a loud rock singer, That's not going to cut it for that. It really depends on your need here. It's not, again, not a bad product. It sounds fine. Maybe I can listen to some music here for the headphone. The mute button does. Yeah, it works. It works fine. Let me open up music. I'm just curious to see how it sounds in the headphone. Like my usual go-to is "Give Life Back to." Oh, actually, let's go with the Francis Cabrel song, just for me to listen. You guys won't hear it. Can I get loud over that song? Okay. Hey. I'm playing around with the gain, but the gain is really like not a lot, too much. But if I really lean into it and I lower down the gain, hey. Yes, sir. Hey. Yeah, it's doable. I can definitely get enough volume, because the thing is, the music is not really loud in my headphone right now. It's definitely loud enough to work, but if you're a loud singer and you really want to push through it, yeah, maybe not. But I think this is the perfect. Yeah, it's a fine audio interface. Like, it's not super loud headphone wise. Of course, I'm using the Beyerdynamic. Is it the 80 ohm? Yes, it's the 80 ohm version. If you have in-ear monitor, let's say that you have your pair of favorite in-ear monitors, probably going to be louder. But now with headphone, I think this is the perfect podcast setup, where you have a one-time purchase that just does everything. The only thing you have to be careful is handling your gain level, means setting up the volume in the back. If you are allowed, if you want to be far away from the mic like I am right now, and you have some people that will lean into it, it's not going to autocorrect the gain for you. So it's not an automatic system. Maybe that should be an option, Fifine. In the future, you can have your auto gain system where it's going to turn down the peak and it's going to raise up the gain. I don't know if it's more expensive to manufacture, but I think seriously, for a podcast, good. Singer, okay, it's going to work, but you just have to be really careful, because the thing is with affordable product like that is, if you know what you're doing, like I'm a sound engineer, I know how to handle gain level, gain structure. If you know how to handle gain structure, you can get away with a lot with this thing. Not a bad sounding mic. You just have to, lower the gain down when you have loud part. Make sure that you're not clipping, and you're probably going to miss some takes because you're clipping. If you have, if you go back and forth and you have really loud parts, and I'm not really that loud, I'm not fully going at it. So, I don't know. Some people will see that little distortion as a feature. I don't know if it's a good thing. To me, it's not, it's not horrible sounding with a distort. Let's try to make it distort just for fun. Why not? I'm going to crank the gain all the way up and go, hey. As long as you're not going into too much gain. It had a little bit of compression in here. Hey. Like, for the people that like to do scream distorted vocal, I don't think it's a good option, but if you don't have a fry scream technique, it's going to help you achieve that kind of level. Anyway, I don't want to go too long about that thing. Yeah, as a one-stop shop, as a one purchase that's going to do everything that you need, you can definitely buy that microphone. So, in case that turned into a video. I'm gonna do an end here. I hope you guys like that video. If you want to see more stuff from Fifine, make sure to leave a comment down below. Until the next one, I want you guys to please take care of yourself. And I see you all later. Should we try it with the boom arm? Yeah, it also comes with the boom arm. We're going to do some magic editing here. So it also comes with the boom arm. We'll give that a try and maybe put it back on that stand later. But if you're watching this live, you will know that this is not what we did. We're going to cheat just a little bit. All right. So inside we have let me put that right here. In the box we have a stand for a table that's going to fit probably most desks because it has a good amount of range. Even myself, I'm using a 1.5 inch thick desk here, so it's going to be fine for that. We're just going to set it up quickly. ASMR. Close enough for rock and roll. We're gonna set that up here. Just want to make sure that I don't hit my LED strip under the desk because I have a LED strip under the desk. Okay. All right. Second part is the arm itself. Nice looking springs. Let me drop that on the table here, or on the stand. Just it's a one screw thing. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, you guys can hear me. It's mono. Mono left. I'm going to change that here a second. Can be as a mono. Hey, how's it going, guys? So as you can probably guess, the camera died. Like I promised, those streams are not quality. Anything can happen. We're going to give it a minute. It's going to start back. But I think we made out a video for the Fifine mic here. We're just going to try the boom arm. We're going to do a little bit of B-roll. And this is usually my process for a video. Just go on, try the product. It's an approach that doesn't fit everybody. Not everybody likes it, but I do. So maybe I can bring you guys over here. A little bit more pleasant, right? We're gonna let the camera do its thing, and we're gonna try that again. We want to finish that setup again. We're just gonna set up the mic, see if it works, see how the handling noise is, see how good or bad that stand is. Put it in the box and probably never use it again. But yeah, that's gonna be the Fifine mic review. After that, we're gonna dig a little deeper into the Atem Mini Extreme ISO. The Mini Extreme name doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not here to judge. Hold on. There you go. Yeah, we'll see what happened with that. After that, we're going to dive into the Mini, which seriously is a cool piece of gear. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. If you are in the world of live production, this is a killer product. I really love the result that I have just playing at it at home. That's my, preview here. This thing has a built-in timer for live production. I don't know how much of you guys know the need of a freaking timer. I had to purchase a couple of those separately. Now this is a thing of the past. I can just take a screen, put that on as a timer, and call it a day. Crazy cool feature. I wish eventually if Blackmagic could give you some option for text choice, like a black and white, or now it's always a white single font thing. I wish it could at least have a inverted option, but I'm good. I'm good with it so far. Worst thing that I can do is put a color behind it like that and maybe crop it down so I always have a black under the clock, because you can play around with the color. This thing is crazy. We can't wait to get into that. I just want to make sure that we have the camera back. We've probably been using too much power by using it as a streaming device and using HDMI at the same time. I'm not recording at the same time, but it's probably too much. So we'll get back into the setup in a few seconds. Let's see if it's catching up. It's connected to a 60-watt power supply, so it should be able to go. Connected to a quarter. Nope, it just died on me. Is it going? Stream connection display error. No, it doesn't want to record at all. Maybe I will have to pop the battery, because sometimes, for a reason that I don't know, if you just pop up the battery in the Sony cam, they come back to life. It's like doing a hard reset, basically. Let's see what's going on here on the screen. But that thing, is it doing anything? Yay, it's coming back to life. Connecting to stream. Yay, it's back to life. We're going to switch back. All right, we're back. So I don't know if we have the shot or not. We're just gonna do this. All right. Oh no, I'm gonna need to unplug everything. Hold on. And I've been recording this for a while without any sound. Nice. So this is a usable stand. And it cleaned up really well. I wish Fifine would include a couple of Velcro like I do have here on my headphone just to clean that up. But let's see how much noise I get when I'm hitting the desk. Not too bad. Usable. It's a little on, like, I would not put a microphone way more heavier than this one on it, but the reason they sell it as a kit is they expect you to use that microphone with that. Let's try it this way. They expect you to use that boom arm with that microphone. So if I tied it up, yeah, it's the kind of a stand that is going to work, but you don't want to tie it up too hard. If you push really far to screw in, if you screw it in too hard, you're going to screw up. So again, definitely usable. It really holds the mic just fine. I think Fifine is my favorite joke here to do. Fine joke. Fifine is fine. This is a fine microphone with a fine mic stand. Definitely good. Definitely good. Let's see how much the combo is on Amazon. Let's go. We gotta bring you guys in just a little bit. Let's go to Amazon. Let's go to Fifine. It's the K688. The microphone itself retail for $61, but they sell it as a kit from Fifine for $80. Let me go back here. So for $80, link down in this. So for $80, link in the description down below. Let me do this again, just for the fun of it. So for $80, affiliate link in the description. It's a good option for everything that you have. The stand itself is about $20. The microphone itself is selling for $61. If you want to purchase those separately, I'm going to have both link in the description, so I'll have 3 link. I will have all 3 link in the description down below. So for $61 for a microphone that also acts as a USB interface, and you don't need anything else. Like, you could do Zoom call with that thing. You can do a podcast. It's not processed. There's no processing on this thing. But like I watch my other video. But if you want to have really good processing on those kind of microphone, I have another video that I will show right there at the corner. Right there. You guys get the idea. Hi, DJY. I think there's audio sync issue. Are you on Twitch too or anything? No, it's because I'm using my wireless camera to, or I'm using my camera to stream wirelessly. It's probably off. Is it off by a lot? Because I don't think there is any lag on the microphone itself. It's probably the camera that is off. .3 second. Yeah, it's the camera. Okay, I didn't talk about that. Or I didn't talk about that when doing this. Let me fix it right away for you. I'm going to switch to the camera, and it's probably going to be back in sync, right? Let me know if it's... Is this the Atem? No, it's not the Atem. It's just my Sony camera that I'm connecting wirelessly using Wi-Fi. It's mute. You don't hear... Oh, man. Oh, man. Thank you very much. Yeah, you really got me on that one. Sorry, not mute. You really got me on that one. Yeah. If you don't wear the rib, you're not worth much. So yeah, the sync is the fact that I'm sending out the signal from the Sony FX30 wirelessly to OBS, so that way I can have all my camera wirelessly in the studio. I don't need. I used to have a capture card to do that, and I used to run HDMI to everything. Now I'm dealing, and I'm still debating with that, by the way. I'm debating if I should go back to be HDMI everywhere and not having a lag, or just dealing with the lag for some situation and not have to deal with cable at all. All I have to do is plug in the camera. Like, sorry, just watching the cam here. I'm just plug it in the wall, and the cam is sending to my OBS streaming. I'm probably soon gonna do a live stream from a trade show floor with just the FX30. You can connect that to your phone, wirelessly to your phone, or Wi-Fi to your phone, and you can just stream straight to YouTube with the camera. So, yeah, man, I think I'm good. I think I'm good with that one. Yeah, I could use a render delay to delay the audio because the video is late right now. It's 2026. We're in the future. Yeah, I know. Actually, I can try it. Let me hate myself in post or less hate myself in post. I don't know if I'll be able to input that many seconds of offset, but I'll go with a lot of. I go with 1300 milliseconds of delay on the mic. Will it do? I'm switching to the Fifine. Let me know if it's in sync now. If it's in sync, it's got to be May. Oh no, we're still in March. Damn it. It kind of sucks, especially the no hoverboard. Yeah. Well, actually, I was watching a video yesterday from somebody who did skateboard over magnets. He built the closest thing that I think physics can do to a hoverboard. We're almost there. We don't have flying car, but we have self-driving car. I experienced myself a couple of cars that are almost self-driving. Here in Canada, the Tesla even don't fully self-drive. You have to assist it a little bit. You have to put your hand on the steering wheel. One of my friends got a Honda. Is it the CRV? I don't remember, but I basically drove a few hundred kilometers with just holding my finger on the steering wheel, like just to give it some pressure. And at some point, I was just removing my hand and watching it, and the car was holding in between the line and was doing. You cannot fall asleep like people did in the Tesla, but we're almost in the future. Steel plate skate park, yeah. I actually once or twice a year I still take out my skateboard and I go do some mini ramp. Try not to hurt myself. I just turned 39. It's not a good thing for me to like go fall on 5-foot high mini ramps. But I can still granite coping. I can still go around that thing and go down without hurting myself. I can still drop I don't really go any higher than 6 feet. But yeah. Anyway, is it better now? Is the microphone in sync? Are we good? You're the one to tell me. And I see it 3 times because the video feedback in OBS. Let me know. Let me know. You know, the half second, slightly early, like, okay, so too much. Right now, I have the delay at, hold on, 13, let's try 12, 50. Let me know how's that. It's probably going to be good enough. And the problem is the problem is not the microphone, it's the I need to turn down again just a tiny bit. The problem is not the microphone, the problem is the camera. Because I'm using, and I don't know why, and I don't know how I can fix that. I don't know why it's taking a second and a half of buffer for the camera to go to the stream. Because I'm using Gigabyte local, so I should not have any kind of buffering. Anyway, that's going to be good for finishing up recording that video. Because I didn't realize it, but I just recorded a video with you guys. I wish it could be that simple. Actually, I should do all my video like that. That way, because the funny thing is, every time that I record a damn video, close enough for rock and roll, yes. Are you, I'm judging by your name, are you in Hawaii right now? I just come back from Hawaii. I was there, I was near Honolulu for a while, and I went to Big Island with a friend, my friend Dorian over there. Great guy. Yeah. A lot of people do those kind of video like that, but for some reason, I tried to do you lived there for 33 years, have 2 sons there, a grandfather now. Oh, congrats, man. I run a recording studio on Kaluakona. Oh, are you the... Is it the studio that is still... Is it the studio that is still operating over there? Because me and Dorian were talking about it when we visit. We went to a shoot, what's the name? There's two guitar store there, music store there. There's a Guitar Center, and the other one that is something music. I don't remember. But we were driving by downtown. We were driving close to that studio, if I remember correctly. I think is it the one that is north to Honolulu? No idea. There's still a studio there. There's also not really open to the public. There's also my friend Dorian. Hey Michael, how you doing, man? I'm doing good. Testing out a new microphone, and actually, tell me guys, this setup right here, this is a full-on setup that I'm using. It's cost, how much did I say? Hold on. It cost $80 Canadian. No, I'm on .com. It's $80 US. Right? Is it US? No, I think it's Canadian. Let me check. Let me add currently unavailable. Okay, let's say I'm not gonna let's say let's go the worst case scenario. Let's say that this setup here is $80 Canadian. US. Let's say that this setup is $80 US. What do you think? It's a dynamic mic. I'm processing it, by the way. Let me get that right here. Oh yeah, my mom's Canadian. Definitely. Good podcast, Mike. For singing, I'm not convinced. I tried to give it a note or two, and it's no. Like the way that it handles the gain. Right now, the gain has to be crank. Like I can maybe lower it down just a little bit. Hey. If I were to record vocal, I would do it like that, but you really have to be close to that mic. Like, let me remove the pop filter and go really close. Like, this is a 58-ish capsule. The whole setup is less than the price of a 58. So, is it good? Because it's USB-C. Do you think it's good? Give me your full-on opinion. If it's trash, tell me. But I'm compressing the crap out of it. My chain, and I think I can show it here. You guys can see it in the video. So I have an expander on to cut down on the background noise. I have compressor, 2-to-1, 15 millisecond attack, 60, let's go higher release, 160 release. Another 4-to-1 fast attack, let's go fast release. I'm simulating here. You're basically radio talk show compression. Yeah, I'm simulating here, going into a 1176 and a 160. We're actually going into a 160, then a 1176, and after that I go out into a limiter. I can probably crank it just a tiny bit more if I change the threshold on the second comp, and I give it just a tiny bit more output. Right now I'm there. My average level is around -12, and I'm basically borderline clipping. There is no EQ. I don't have any EQ at all. This is the EQ of the mic. It's just no low cut, no nothing. I just go two compressor into a limiter. There's no low cut. And I just have the release at 1 second on the limiter. I'm basically doing a broadcast type of EQ for you guys. This is what I'm trying to achieve. I'm hearing the uncompressed version in my headphone. And it works fine. You run a low cut upward comp, L2 output. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing that I did. I just go OBS plugin, expander to cut on the background noise, comp, like fast comp, medium fast comp, 2-to-1, really fast comp, 4-to-1, and a limiter. And I'm adding 9 dB on the first comp at the output gain. I'm adding 9 dB on the output of the second one. So if I start to compress at -18 on the first one, -12 on the second one, on the limiter, I'm pretty much there. Sounds great? Thank you. Okay, well, if it's worth it, I mean, for somebody that have no budget, Radio Days Vibe, okay. For somebody that is on a budget, I think this is not a bad all-in-one solution, if you know what you're doing with it. Because that's the thing. I was watching, I don't know if you guys watch Cole, not Cole Caparoon, the German guy that's doing metal. Cole, I don't remember his name. The German guy that run a studio over there and that do crushing metal. He was basically showing a video the other day where he took really like affordable $100 drum kit, $100 drum pack for a drum kit, and he used an audio interface, the Evo series, the affordable one, and he compared that to like basically any of the mic on the set was worth more than the full set he used, overhead included, for the affordable mic. And because he knew what he was doing, he EQ'd the living crap out of those microphones, and he made it work. I'm not against that, but if you are a professional if you are a professional and you know what you're doing, you can get away with crappy thing. And this is what I try to avoid here. Simon, pour vrai, sounds amazing pour le prix. Je suis en train de m'en commander un live là. Attends un petit peu l'affiliate link. Attends, wait for the affiliate link. I want to give Fifine a copy. Or I want to give Fifine a cut, and I want them to give me a coffee, and I want them to give me some credit for that. Ça sera pas long, Simon. Je m'en viens. Transparent preamp and clean. Natural AD. Compression solved the problem. So if you know what you're doing, once you get into it in a box, like dry. Yeah. Now you just need to know what you're doing in 2026. Especially, yeah, this is why I'm using the Behringer Wing. I own many of those mixers that I'm using on tour, and people are just like flabbergasted by how much, like how good it sounds for a sub $3,000 mixer with a compact. For less than $4,000, you can get yourself a full-on console in a 32x16 stage box. I know what I'm doing. Gain staging, compression, and EQ is not a secret anymore. I think we nailed down those things, especially with the most of the plugin that we have nowadays. So I don't know, man. I don't understand why. Like, we're gonna talk about the Atem after that, and we have some crazy thing that I'm gonna touch on right now in the Atem. I'm not gonna move stuff because I want to finish that video because we're recording a video at the same time here. In the Atem Mini Extreme, you have 32 channel of MADI plus 2 other input that are XLR plus the inputs of the camera. If you know what you're doing, or almost, this is a live mixing console. You can definitely do a full-on band with 32 input, or 32 plus the 2 analog plus the, let's say that you want to go crowd mic on your camera even. So you have something like 45 or 48 input on the Atem Mini Extreme. The only thing that I'm really sad about is they are MADI, and I have nothing in the MADI universe. But just as a video device, this thing is great. If I could have a Dante version, I would pay way more for it. Just because having, let's say, 48 input of Dante, same processing, same everything, because Blackmagic is doing great stuff. This is where I want to go with that one. Blackmagic is doing great stuff, and I've done many shows with my first generation Atem Extreme. It sounded really good. I've even, don't tell many people, but I've even used a phone out to feed into some PA. I was using, on the Atem Extreme, you had 2 3.5 millimeter stereo input that you could divide into 4 mono signal in the Atem, and I was doing that to do conference. I was only having up to 4 mic. I was handling the sound of the video and the laptop from the HDMI, and I was handling the crowd mic from the camera. Oops. I was doing that, and it was working just fine. So nowadays, it's really about know what you're doing, because everything is at your fingertips. And that's the crazy thing. Think about it. In not that far ago, I would say even before 2020, I'm having a full-on broadcast setup in my basement. Actually, I have 2 camera, and I could do a TV show in here. Probably don't have the space, but if you just add one guy with me doing the control and everything, because my setup is still like shaky a little bit. But if you have a friend with me, we're there. Like, remember the full-on Wayne's World? We've been around. We loop back to that. I could do a show in my basement. Actually, I'm doing a show right now in my basement. We're interacting with the chat. You guys are on the other side of the world. And we're having a conversation almost real time. Well, 1.5 second plus, I don't know what's the encoding time of YouTube, but man, this is crazy. And my computer is not struggling at all. I'm looking at the stats right now on OBS, and I'm using 4% of my CPU. And if you know what you're doing with OBS and have just decent light and camera, I'm convinced, I've done it, and I've done it many times, and I've seen many people do it. You can do a professional broadcast from anywhere in the world. That's it. So, even if you're on a budget, something like the Fifine, and we're going to put that in the video. Caribbean, Curacao, Curacao. Did I say that correctly, Quincy? You're in the Caribbean. I'm in Montreal, Canada. I don't know where Digawai is. I don't know where Michael is. You do broadcasts on Chewy PC, $200. Yeah. Seriously, think about it. If you have a way to spread out signal, you can take a microphone like that. I'm using stock free plugin from OBS. I'm streaming that live on a probably respectable quality, and I have the worst available internet in Canada because I'm cheap, and I'm using the cheapest internet available in my region. I'm on a 30 megabit download, 10 megabit upload connection, and I'm sending out 1080p, not 4K. I could do 4K, but YouTube doesn't like it, not in real time, and I like to interact with the chat a lot, so I go real time. But yeah, OBS is using less PC resource compared to vMix. Or, okay, actually, if you want to go more than that, you just take an Atem. You take an Atem. You don't even need a computer. The Atem is dedicated hardware. You could do like if you go with the Mini, not even the Mini Pro. If you go with the Mini, man, this thing is amazing. But if you want to go OBS, you need a GPU. You need a computer. Like I'm using a Mac. I'm using a Mac Mini with a Pro 2 chip. It's not a bad computer. I'm using that rig to do video editing, and I cannot, even with a few stream of 4K, I cannot like use the full resources of that computer yet. I had it for a few years. I don't know when did the M2 get released? 2022? Maybe I bought it 2023 or late 2022, and I'm not even close to want to replace that computer. Actually, the only thing that I'm struggling with right now is my NAS box. I'm adding just a 14 terabyte NAS box, and that's my bottleneck. When I'm doing video, it's just at the bare limit of what the drive can give me. So I'm debating if I'm adding an external hard drive to my computer and just edit off of that and backing up my footage on the NAS, so that way I don't have to pull from the NAS. But other than that, it's crazy what you can do in your house right now. It's crazy what you can do with your phone. I'm going to do a video soon soon, where I'm going to show everybody how to record multi-track on their phone. For a brief moment, for a few days, I had a new iPhone 17e that has a USB-C connector, and it gave me the ID because it comes with GarageBand to do a video where you set up a GarageBand session on your phone and you could record a full band 32 or even 48 input straight to your phone. You can even take a video at the same time. Actually, no, you cannot do a multi-track and record at the same time, but you can do a mix left-right, and I've done that many, many times. You just connect your phone inside, out of a USB output of a console, and you can do a 2-track out with video, and it's going to take the sound of the USB device. I've done some streaming. I've streamed some show, some live event with that. For YouTube, of course, for fun, but man, it's crazy what you can do. Quincy, you do 4K broadcast with 4 camera, yeah. Full wireless. You use high. What's that? IRIUN. Cam for a wireless camera. I don't know what that is. Right now I'm using hold on, I don't want to say anything stupid. I'm using a software. I'm using an RTMP. I'm using an RTMP server because the FX30, the camera that I'm using right now, they added with the new firmware release a way for you to stream to a local RTMP server, and I installed that on my computer. Took maybe 5 minutes, and I can do about anything that I want, basically, streaming those cameras. I have a dedicated access point just for that. I have a dedicated access point in my basement to grab the signal from the camera, but it's been working flawlessly for months now. I've been streaming for a while wirelessly. I'm basically, because my cameras are not moving, I'm connecting them to the wall. I'm using the USB-C port to just keep them plugged in. Like right now that I have my camera is plugged in, just looking at it on the screen here. But I will try RUN. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but okay. I will. Do you have any kind of latency? Because this is the problem that I have right now. Is I'm experimenting latency versus real time. It has about 1.2 second, 1.2, 1.3. We settle on 1250 millisecond. Not 1,050 milliseconds of delay for that microphone to be timed with the camera, because I'm not using the camera mic. I'm using the Fifine now. But yeah, I had to delay that just a few, 0.25 seconds. It has no latency. It has to have some kind of latency, right? Okay, I'll see what's going on with that. 4 millisecond. Okay, no, 4 millisecond is it's fine. 4 millisecond is debatable. When it comes to video, when it comes to sound, 4 milliseconds make it or break it to me. But yeah. So yeah, seriously guys, I'm surprised by this microphone. It worked. It worked fine. Especially for $80. I'm not sure if it's Canadian or USD, but I'll put that in the video description. And I'm probably going to put the link for that. So it's not a bad purchase. Like the boom arm is, don't lean on it. But for a microphone, I was expecting it to be less usable than that. But it holds the weight of the mic just fine. I'm not sure I could put a 58 on it, but it holds the weight of the mic just fine, and it's good. Hey, Charlie. How you doing, man? Thank you so much again for being a member of the channel. Thank you for supporting what I do here. We're almost getting to the 10K mark because of people like Charlie that support the channel. People like, I'm going to say Quincy has been around a lot. Michael that's been around a lot. Simon aussi. It's not your first time around, guys. Thank you very much for supporting what I do here. I'm really having a great time with you guys right now. It's fun. So, okay, let's do a quick wrap up for that video, and after that, we're gonna dig into the Atem. You do the Mika arm? I'm not sure about that. Or top arm. I think the top arm is the way to go. It just like make more sense to just move your mic around. But yeah. This capsule, between you and me, this capsule is definitely a 58 ripoff. I cannot try a 58 capsule in there, but it's definitely a 58 ripoff. Can you guys see? I'm gonna try to light it up. It even has the line, like the grill, like from a 58, and they disguised that in a body that looked something like a 7B. It's a proven design because the industry standard. Okay, I'm not in the radio. I tried for a bit to do like local radio stuff, but it's not like, it's cool, but I feel bored after a while. When you want, when you're mixing band like I did for so many years, having to deal with just like one or two mic, it's getting, boring after a while. I cannot entertain myself anymore when doing conference with a single microphone. Like I nailed it down in like less than 20 seconds, and I'm like spending time on my phone. I'm looking at Facebook Marketplace, and I try not to get scammed. But yeah, okay. Let's seriously for a second. Let's finish that video here. And we're gonna do a pause on the recording. So I'm really happy with that microphone. I think it's turned out great, especially with added compression and limiting. If you know what you're doing with dynamics, you can get some amazing result. It's a radio type of mic. It's a podcast type of mic. You could do singing with it. It's not where it's going to shine the most. Where it shines the most, it's definitely as a podcast mic like that. For $80, it's a great all-in-one solution. You don't need anything else. You have everything you need in the box. Bring your headphone. Start shooting. If you like that video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Until the next one, I want you guys to please take care of yourself, and I see you all later. All right. Let me do a quick stream record. In radio, we use Axiom Mixer, and we need to route channel and stuff, just like an X32. Axiom Mixer. What's the Axiom Mixer? company name is Telos. I never heard of those guys. I did major broadcasts for a huge TV show once. I was doing a Ben for the live show. It was on the morning of Christmas. It's also the earliest I've ever went to work in my life. I started the day at 3:30 in the morning for the morning show. I show up, I meet the team, have a cup of coffee because trust me, I didn't sleep much that day. And I greet the team. They welcome me. I asked them what kind of console he has and how many inputs he has. He said, we got a really nice Studer and we have 12 input. 4 of those are already in use for the MC. I said, okay, I'm going to use my XR18. Because I brought an XR18 because I knew, or I was expecting them not to have 16 input available for a band. It was an acoustic performance, but I still had 5 vocal, 4 acoustic, and a bass. Well, 3 acoustic and a bass. I had a Kong and a bass drum, so didn't cut it. But yeah, seriously, I never heard of Telos. Brand new company for me. The stuff that I see mostly in broadcasts is Studer, which is a sister brand of Soundcraft, SSL, the Avid stuff. This is what we have in broadcast around here. A lot of the TV station here had SSL. I remember actually one of them closed recently, and they liquidate everything, and it was those, I don't remember the model name, those old SSL. Fully digital SSL, by the way. But the thing is, those consoles are available for dirt cheap. I think one of them is selling for like $2 or $3 grand right now, but they don't have the I/O. Like, I don't know where the I/O went, but there is no stage box, there is no I/O available. So it's a great console, but I don't think they are Dante. If they are Dante, maybe you can do something with that, but really heavy, big console, and I don't know how much processing you have in those things, and they are like digital console from the early 2000s. Even if it's SSL, I will doubt that I cannot do the same thing with a wing. As sad as it sounds, I know. But when you think about it, you know, the kind of setup that you can do with the wing, if you really want to go crazy, you could do 64 input Dante or 64 communication line between monitor and front of house Dante, and you can have 64 channel of audio locally, and you can set especially with the wing, because it's a routing matrix. A lot of people don't see the wing as that, but it's a routing matrix, especially with the 2 internal card. You can do AS50 to Dante, you can do Dante to Wave, you can do Dante to Dante, you can do 128 input of conversion. You have USB on that thing. You can all send that to Dante, you can all receive that from Dante. It's just a crazy console. Crazy console. The number I believe is 386 in and 200 something out, but the thing that people don't realize is you can manage those in and out, and you can set gain, and you can patch. You can, if you wanted to, without using any channel of the console, you could take 64 channel of AS50, set the gain, polarity, and phantom power, and patch that straight to Dante, and you're not using a single channel of the console. All right. I'm gonna wrap the boom arm here. I'm gonna move it out the way also, because I want to do some space. Should I continue with that mic? I'm gonna need the USB-C. So okay, let's go back to the camera mic. All right, can you guys hear me? Can you confirm? Think of why if you're telling me that I'm on mute again, I'm not gonna believe you this time. Almost there, guys. Okay, I'm gonna keep that mic around. I was debating if I should just give it to a friend. It sounds nice. Okay, let me plug in the Atem. I'm gonna bring the second camera. And it's gonna need power, so give me 1 second here. I wanna give it power. All right. For outdoor broadcasts, Comarex and timeline equipment, the Comarex do video broadcasts flawlessly, okay? Comarex do video and audio broadcasts. You only use Dante in the radio, huh? Makes total sense. You guys don't have a lot of input, so... And you can be digital from A to B right away. All the major audiovisual company that do concert have the Comarex and the timeline rack. Okay, I'm curious. It's a universe that I don't know. I'm, in my market in Montreal, Quebec, we kind of are the poor place of North America when it comes to that stuff. We don't have the budget, to be honest. Most of the French band that I'm touring with, even if they are really famous here, we work in an 8 million people province where not everybody's speaking French and not everybody's liking the type of music that you're doing. So once a band here reach out a few million fan, like 4 million fan, you're at the top of the line that you could go. So even if you're doing all the major city and all the B size and all the C size city, you cannot draw like 50,000 people every night. Actually, here, no band can do 50,000, period. Like the biggest arena that we have is the Bell Center, and I believe it's in the neighborhood of 20, and nobody is selling it, the Bell Center. Nobody's selling the Bell Center fully open. Some people do like in half version. Some people do in like not even a quarter version. I think the smallest version that they have is like 2,500. So we kind of have to do with equipment to do that. Of course, we have the probably one of the biggest like AV company in the world. We have Solotech that is local. The shop is literally like 20 minutes from my place. But I'm not working with these guys. They have a shitty attitude, and I'm not afraid to say it. Désolé Simon, tu travailles pour Solo, mais I prefer not to deal with the guys from Solotech. It's unpleasant at best. Working there, being welcomed by these guys, they're doing their job really great. There's some good people working over there, but not a pleasant experience from the past. So okay, let's dive a little bit into the Atem mixer. And if I do this, I should have two angles. No, because the camera is not streaming. Now it is. It's gonna connect, don't worry. All right. I can probably move that a little bit out of the way. That a little bit out of the way, and you guys will see what's going on here. Can you guys still hear me fine when I'm moving? And I can probably do this, so you guys kind of have an idea of what's going on. So the Atem Mini Extreme is an upgrade from the this is the G2. Sorry, this is the Atem Mini Extreme G2. It's an upgrade from the first generation. First generation was really similar to that. You have 8 HDMI port in the back. This one has 3 output versus 2 from the previous generation. Like I'm using right now. Big update that I really love on the newer version is they have a timer available on output 1. We're using output 1 with that little monitor here. Great feature that I love, because I'm asked to do timer a lot when it comes to doing conference. People absolutely want to have timer, so having that is a great option. Should we dive into the sound? Let's go. Let's dive into the sound a little bit. Let me see if I can do this for a second. You guys still hear me, right? Can I do a screen cap? I will try to do a screen cap of the Atem software. And I'm gonna go into audio because I think it's worth it for you guys to see. We're gonna do screen cap here. I'm not gonna do the full screen. I'm gonna do Atem software control. Okay. This is how many input we have, and maybe I can reframe that a little bit. This is how many input we have available on the Atem itself. This is seriously crazy when you think about it. I'm just gonna fit it into the screen. Hold on. Oh, I don't know how to use OBS. I can just go right click on the source, transform, fit to screen. Thank you. So you can see the cameras coming in one here. Can you guys see the mouse? Can you guys see that my mice on the screen? And let me do an operation quickly. Right now it's all doing stereo paired for everything, but you can, in an option in Atem, split everything into stereo, and I will do that right away. I'm gonna select all my input. I'm gonna split all my MIDI input, and can I do? All right, I'm gonna go down here. And you can have that crazy amount of in and out well, not crazy amount of output, but you can have that crazy amount of source being sent to the mixer, and you can use those source. Let me do a pop out here. Do you guys see the EQ when I'm... No, you don't. Okay. Let me do another type of screen cap then. I'm going to do window capture. Okay, it doesn't show, so I'm gonna go full on display capture here, and I'm gonna go Atem. Can you guys see that we have an EQ? And now let me grab a MADI input. We have an EQ. We have dynamic processing. We don't have reverb. We don't have, major processing on those input, but we have an expander, a gate, depending on what you want, compression and a limiter per channel, add crowd mic to fake your reverb, and I seriously think that you can do a full-on stream with that thing. The way that you can split channel is either by doing camera split, like right now I'm splitting my first camera. You can do monitoring general, hold on. Yeah, you have 2 analog input here. And you have the 25 MADI input that you can run split or not, or, you can do all stereo, all mono. Any combination can be done. So you can do your drums and have your stereo overhead in 7 and 8 and split all your stuff, or do your stereo guitar, and you can build a mix like that. This is crazy. This is crazy when you can do it's all available built in. It's all available in that thing. Let me just do the screen recap. There we go. With a mouse and a keyboard and a computer, of course, you can run that thing as a full-on broadcast monster. The only thing that I don't like is the MADI. Again, if everything was Dante, it would be amazing. Oh, and by the way, you don't need a mouse and keyboard to actually run the device. You have a audio view out of output 3 that you can select, and now I'm gonna send it into 1. But you can output an audio view on the screen, and you can control everything with the physical knob on the Atem. And you have a bank setup. Let's see if I change bank setup. Does it change? Yes. You can change your input. So you have a mixer there. You have literally full-on channel processing, EQ, compression, dynamic. I need to dive into that thing, but that's just the sound. Like, this is crazy. You can run that without a computer with the knob on screen. Of course, it's not going to be as fast as going, with a mouse in the channel view, but you have a built-in sound mixer for real. To do something like broadcast, I could get away with that. Definitely. And I'm going to do it because I will have some event where I will figure out a way to get a feed sent to me, and I will do many channels. This is crazy. Again, I'm repeating myself. I wish we could have Dante. If there's a way to have Dante on this, please, Blackmagic, please give me a Dante options. I will pay the license. No problem. I just want to switch from MADI to Dante. Pretty sure there's a way. Probably sure there's a hack to do that. Please, Blackmagic. We want to have that happen because the whole ecosystem that I run in life is Dante. Most of the show, like Quincy here, it's all Dante. So we need a Dante. Maddie is not a bad option. It's just in my world, there is nothing. This is the only device that I saw in the last few years that run Maddie. Everything else that I run daily is Dante. My microphone, the Shure ULX, the Shure ULX 4 DQ4 quad channel DLX, ULXD. Even the SLXD now is Dante. My Behringer wing, my Yamaha, my computers are Dante. My laptop here, my MacBook is Dante. We only needed that. If you could, please add that. It will be amazing. But okay, let's go back and talk about the video. There is some crazy addition to the Atem here. No 4K. And you know what? I don't think I want 4K. Because this is a live production mixer. All the stuff that I have right now can do 4K, but if I'm using this to broadcast on most of the stuff that I can broadcast on, it's 1080p. What I'm doing conference, I'm doing everything 4K. My camera right now that you see is a 4K that I downscale to 1080p. My OBS right now is 4K that is sending out to YouTube in 1080p. It's just not worth the bandwidth, especially like when it comes to LED wall and stuff like that. They're not 4K yet. Well, some of them are, but most of them, like I have a great LED wall at the venue that I work, and it's 1080p, and it's not even a real 1080p. I think we're missing a few. I think we're missing a few pixels to make it a full-on 1080p. Merci, new subscriber. Thank you very much. Merci. We're getting closer to 10K, guys. I can't believe. Actually, I should do a video on. I don't understand how I got to 10K. And because I know we have some really smart people in the chat here, you should tell me what I should do with my 10K. I have no clue. And this is a conversation that I have with some of my friends that are also content creator. I had that brief discussion with, I don't know if you guys know Andy the Frenchie. She's a streamer on Twitch, and she also had a YouTube channel where she do a lot of music. Salut Andy, if you're ever watching. She's making it only doing streams and videos. There is no way that I could do that. And I can push enough. I don't have time working, a real engineer life schedule to do full on YouTube. And I just don't know what to do with that thing. I reached 10K. Never thought that I would. Honestly, I remember saying many times, once I'm going to reach 5K, I think I'm going to cap out to where I will have reached everybody that I need to reach on this world. And now we're getting to 10, and it keeps going steady, steady curve, slow and steady. YouTube is getting bigger and bigger for me, and if you guys have any idea what to do with that thing, I don't know what kind of content I should add. I don't know what kind of content, if I should change, if I should evolve, how I should evolve, where my channel should evolve. I have no clue. I have no clue where to go with that. So if you have any idea in the chat, while I'm keep buying new gear and tripping out on new gear, behind the scene, Gear Studio tour. I don't do studio. I do live sound. I should start to vlog again. But the thing is, the thing that bothered me a lot with vlog is I have to shove a camera in people's face. A tiny bit. And I don't know how comfortable I am with that. Maybe I should keep doing it with my phone. I've did some vlog with my phone. But, I don't know. Maybe. I'm not going to say no. Maybe I should start to do more vlog again. About the life of being a sound engineer, but a lot of stuff that I do corporate, there's no way I could film there, like at all, like impossible. A lot of that stuff is secret. You know, I've done some conference in a room, and we were asked to close the blind so people will not see the PowerPoint outside of that room, which makes total sense, but when you realize that, okay, we're in that kind of situation. I didn't sign an NDA. I'm not going to put everything live on Twitter, but okay, it's that kind of it's that kind of event. You have to go with that mindset. So live sound guys are getting a lot out of those live 360 camera on pole. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Wednesday, Sennheiser is doing a free conference showcasing their new technology. Ooh, okay. In Montreal. Where? Who? Why am I not there? Why nobody called me? I should call the rep from Sennheiser. Yeah, maybe I could do some 360 stuff. I can invest in that. But yeah, you just do the trim. You just do you just figure out the part that you want to have on film later. I used to do a lot of stuff with a GoPro 5. I sold that kit because it was getting old, and I use a gimbal, kind of like the mini version of that thing here. But the battery was dying too fast. I could do some I can do some stuff with that thing. I have a iPhone mount that I could put my iPhone on here. But yeah, sure. Hold on, I'm doing two things. I'm reading the chat here. You working with Sennheiser? If you're working with Sennheiser, please send me an email, because Alex never called me. The Sennheiser rep of that taking care of Quebec. He know that I will probably be interested in that stuff. But okay, you're working in film, okay. Yeah, maybe I'll see you there. Maybe I can. If it's in Montreal, I'll go take a look around and see what's going on with that. But I have no gig this week on Wednesday, so I could probably ask and bring a camera and see some new stuff and ask some question to some people. Really interesting. I'm gonna need to bring my 935 for question, right? If I want to interview somebody. Or they probably have one on site that you can just shove in people's face, because right now I have a few options for broadcast mic. I have a 935 that I just use as a 935. I also have a Bayer Dynamic one, and I think it will be fun to just show up with the Bayer one to do the interview. It would be really funny. But no, seriously. Okay, I'll think about something for the Sennheiser stuff. Sounds really interesting. Okay, well guys, I've been at this for 2 hours already, and I want to really spend some time working with the Atem because I believe it's a really cool piece of gear. Let me go quickly over this. 10 selection for camera. You can have hold on, I need to do program. You can have color. You can have a 9 Thunderbolt input because there's 8 HDMI in the back. Just want to go over this quickly. You have all your control for sound, so you have level, EQ, compression, gate. Oh, this is for transition. This is stuff for the video. But you have your panning, your expander, and your limiter that you can control all from here. You basically select the limiter, you select the channel, and you set it up with the small little knobs. Really cool way to work with that device. Crossfade in between the source, so you can go between your camera and your, let's say, camera and color. You guys can see that in the little corner there. Camera and color, really easy to use. Way more stuff. If you know what a upstream key and downstream key is, you can now control them from the control panel. So let's say that you want to have I don't know what I have loaded in there. Do I have one? Do I have one here? No. Let me okay, I don't have any stream key. But basically this is what you want to do overlay. You have a camera. I don't have a camera. I have 2 camera, and most of the time I'm switching between laptops at conference, and I'm doing switching on LED screen, and I'm switching on the stream. So a lot of time I'm using macros. If you know what a macro is, it's basically a button that will do a bunch of action. You can even add pause and time there. I'm using the macros, and I'm switching most of the time between a LED screen, a presenter with presenter note, and I'm switching the live stream on the web at the same time, and I'm doing it all from there. And I'm also doing sound at the same time mostly. Once everything is programmed and you know what your options going to be, but most of the time is switching between 1 or 2 laptop on the screen and in the presenter view. On the stream itself, I'm switching between the laptop, picture-on-picture, my super source. Super source is basically a custom picture-on-picture, in between laptop, and I'm alternate always in between all the time. So I'm usually doing the macros or switching between camera, and I'm presetting everything, and I'm doing the sound for those conference. At the same time, for the room, I'm mixing either a left-right in one of the camera to be in sync with that, because I'm using the FX30 that has XLR handle. So I'm gonna send from my live console a feed, or I can do it from the mixer, and I can do sound in the mixer if I'm just hired to do switching for a live conference. But most of the time I'm a full-on live sound engineer that do also a little bit of video on the side, because to me this is doing a little bit of video on the side, dealing with a giant 14 feet wide LED screen, presenter notes, and live stream. Another day at the office. I'm a jack of all trades. Oh yeah, and I'll also do Grandimate 3 in my venue. I tried not to do event outside, but I think that now I know it kind of enough that I could do a gig in a venue. Like, if I don't have too much fixture, I could probably do a gig with a Grandimate 3. Jack of all trades again. But yeah, I really love, let me go back to here. I'm streaming with OBS right now. Really love the mixer, the fact that we have on-stream key available here. We can basically do lower third on the stream. We can do also, this thing can also broadcast. If I could do my live stream right now on YouTube with just this thing, I won't need a computer to do that. So that's the way that I do things. Here with the multi-view and everything, and all the options that were not there previously on the screen. You have 3 output on the back. 3 is usually selectable only in the software, but if you want to do on device change, now you can do it. So I'm gonna do a lot of that for presenter. You just hold on. I don't want to mix that up because I don't know. You just hold on this knob here, and you can select the source that you want to go into that physical output. So let's say a real world situation, you want to switch between two laptops. You're going to use the first laptop as the PowerPoint presentation, the second port of that laptop as your presenter notes. Input 3 will be laptop number 2, PowerPoint presentation. 4 will be laptop number 2, presenter's note. And let's say that on output 1, I want my presenter note from the first laptop. It's gonna do it. I could do also 4, or I could do something else. I'm doing the color here so you guys have something to see. But I could do that, and I can do the same thing. Let's say I want to switch on my LED screen that is in output number 2. I can switch to first laptop or second laptop on screen. I can quickly alternate with that using 3 as my multi-view. Using output 3 as my multi-view, you can change it in the software, and it's also a separate output from the program, so I can switch in between laptop on the program. It will do it, and it's also a separate input that the Thunderbolt output can do in the back. So if you allow me to do another screen here, I'm gonna go Atem software. You can select the output of all of these. So output 1 is the only one that you can have the clock overlay. So usually it's going to be for my presenter view. Output 2 will probably be my screen because I can change it whenever I want. It can be any of those sources that I can physically route into that. Output 3, it has to be changed from the software, but it could be my multi-view. Let's say that I want my multi-view to be in there. By default, it's the audio mixer. I have a webcam out that is 1080p USB 3.1 or 2.0, and I have my Thunderbolt out, which is another way to interact with this device. So you can do all these output. It could be your source, it could be a recording, it could be like if you want to do full recording inside of a software. Let's say that you want to use Blackmagic recording software because they have that thing. You can do that. You can output your program out to your Thunderbolt, and it's going to be a full on. You can also use your Thunderbolt in, because this thing again has a Thunderbolt in, and you can use that as a way to do playbacks for some video. As far as I know, there is no way to do auto playback like you would do on a dedicated device from Blackmagic that I don't remember the name right now. Hyperdeck have auto start feature. Right now you cannot do that from the device itself, but I'm gonna figure out a way to do that in whatever software that as soon as I switch to that is gonna send a MIDI note, because I believe this thing can also send MIDI, or the previous version could send MIDI. So I don't know if this thing is sending out OSC signal. Maybe I'm gonna try to grab that over the Ethernet. By the way, speaking of Ethernet, in the back of that thing, you have a 1 gig and a 10 gig port. Eventually, and maybe if some of you here are in the video industry know about that, eventually I think Blackmagic is going to release a pocket studio camera, or not a pocket, the little studio camera that is basically just a lens that's going to be a single cable PoE Ethernet cable. So you will have like basically a bunch of small camera, just a lens. You can control the camera from the mixer, and it's gonna broadcast and be powered from a single cable over 10 gig network. They're doing that with a 6K. It's not compatible with the mixer as we speak, but they have the port to do it. They have the port for the bandwidth. Also, there's a CF Express card in the back. You can record, because this is the ISO version, you can record all 10 source as isolated input 1080p. And if you use Blackmagic DaVinci Resolve software, you can do a record. You can switch live. If you're not happy with that, you can load that up in the software. It's gonna see all. You're gonna see all your cut. You can readjust them, and you can re-import the footage from the camera. And you can replace the footage, so you can switch live, drop that into your computer, watching it, redo your cut quickly, make sure that they are on time, replace the footage, and you just did a full 4K stream like that. Really cool device. Also a sound mixer, also a kind of video matrix, also a web streamer, because you can stream directly. Like there's a feature in there that allow you to record, to switch directly. Blackmagic micro camera, PoE. Yes, this is what I'm thinking. Probably a new version that's not going to be SDI. Probably a new version that's going to be PoE. They don't exist at the moment, or they're not released yet, as far as I know. Maybe it's going to happen soon. I know there's a big event for video that is going to happen in a few months. You could do replays with Resolve. Yes, you can also do well. You can also do playback. And that one is streaming from the switcher. Yes, well, actually, all the Atem stuff is streaming from the switcher. I've many times when I'm doing stream, because with the previous version, you only had 2 output. You could do output 1 for a presenter view, output 2 for my LED screen, and I was using the program out from the internet feed. If you enter, let me show you how to do that quickly. If you enter here, let me close that. We're going to go into, is it media output? Output here, you can do stream. This is not a usable streaming key, but you can do streaming. You can do different quality. I know iPerdic Medium or iPerdic I is a really high bandwidth stream of 1080p. It doesn't do 4K. It's stuck to 1080p, but the output from the stream is different from the one of the port. So I could do in my output, I could do output 1, my confidence monitor for my presenter. Output 2, I could do 1 or 2 different video screen. Output 3 could be another like delay TV. Like let's say that I want to have a single camera focus on somebody else repeating on later TV in the room. The webcam out could be my program, and my Thunderbolt out could be my program or something else that I want to record. I can also do Thunderbolt in keys. So if I want to do if I want to do overlay or supers, I believe this is how they call it in TV. You could do like, you know, having your name, like you see from time to time my YouTube subscribe thing popping up. You can do that from the Thunderbolt and the Thunderbolt overlay. So I could prepare those in, let's say, OBS, and I can have a computer with OBS, and as soon as I launch them, I can put that on top of my image, also separate. This thing is crazy, man. It's not affordable. It's 3,000 Canadian, roughly, plus taxes, plus everything. But yeah, this is really serious stuff here. Not the kind of toys that, well, actually, you can do a lot of that thing with the smaller Atem, but this is the first one of a new generation. This is the generation 2 of Atem Extreme, and it's really over the top. I don't most of the time need all the physical input that it has. I rarely do more than 5. 4 or 5 is usually what I do, but it's the amount of output. That's the reason why I switched to this one, because previously I was thinking they also have a rack mount version of that thing, but previously you cannot do a lot of in and out. Some of them were SDI and HDMI. I mostly use laptop. I'm mostly broadcasting laptop, so I need to do HDMI. And for my camera, because I'm using FX30, I'm either wireless or I'm using HDMI. Again, I don't know. I need to venture into trying to do something with RTMP. Maybe I could do live stream from camera wirelessly. Could be good. Could be really fun. It's usually heating up the battery really fast. Kind of like my FX30 that is there. It's oh no, it's plugged in the wall, so this is why it's not going. But usually it's eating up the battery really fast streaming, but you could do that. Couple message here from the chat. National Association of Broadcaster event is in mid-April. A new trend of camera is outputting 4K 30 FPS via USB-C. Really nice, because right now my FX30 can output 4K 15 frame per second over USB-C. It's not really useful. And I can do, I believe, 720 30 frames USB-C. Not so useful either. Camera R6 III does it. Sony ZV-1 does it. Do for example, yeah, 15 FPS. Because I was thinking about replacing my capture card from Blackmagic, which is kind of expensive. Sell that, you know, get some money out of that thing. And first, they are pretty much worthless now on the used market. The Decklink 4K Quad is the one that I have. I could do 4 camera straight into OBS, 4 different feed. They have no resale value. I paid that more than $1,000, and right now there's a few on Marketplace for $500, and I could probably grind the guy down to $350 if I wanted to. Really cool piece of hardware, but like I don't want, if I wanted to have a server, a video server to do live cut. Let's say that I wanted to build like a workstation computer and do 12 camera over HDMI and do a bunch of output for streaming. I could build that rig for dirt cheap right now, if you forget about the price of RAM and price of everything else. But the capture card are worthless. So I was thinking about doing that. Before that, I ventured into trying to do USB-C into my camera, so that way I can have one cable that's powering up the camera that is broadcasting, so I could be like a one cable solution. I'm a really huge fan of the one cable solution. But yeah, because I'm stuck to 4K 15, there's no way I'm going to stream at 15 frames per second. Thank you. And it cannot even do 1080 30 on the FX30 cannot do 1080p 30 frames per second, because otherwise I would stick with that, because my stream is 1080p. I don't need more than that. Not for now. Not for that kind of content. Maybe for video I would do 4K, but for streaming, don't really care much. So I went with the wireless solution as soon as Sony released the latest update. And funny enough, over network, I could do 4K 20, 4K 30. I could do 4K 30, and I'm doing 2 stream right now, 4K 30, and my network is not even full. Like, actually, I never looked how much bandwidth I'm using. I have a steady 13 megabyte. I have a steady 13 megabyte from my camera incoming into my computer. So I could probably do 8 camera on a single gigabyte network, no problem. NDI, sure. I don't think my camera can do NDI. Well, actually, there's a way to do NDI, but if I can stream to an RTMP server, that's good. NDI is a really good option. I need to venture into that. Yes, actually, I'm curious, Charlie, what camera do you have for NDI, or that can do NDI? But I mean, doing wirelessly good quality stream like I have right now, because think about it, I'm streaming 4K to the computer, but I'm compressing that down to 1080p. And I'm not even streaming 6 megabyte right now. I'm streaming, does it say? Yeah, I'm streaming 75. Bah, I don't know. You have the OBS bot Tiny 2 and the OBS Tail Air. Okay. Before the Tail 2 came out. Okay. I'm kind of familiar with those camera, but I'm not, like, I would not know the difference between the model. I know what they are, kind of. All right. Hey guys, I really like you here, but I'm gonna run. It's getting late. I need to go relax. Tomorrow I'm gonna edit the video that you saw for the Fifine mic. I'm seriously impressed. It's gonna have all the good stuff that you heard, and I'm gonna do an unboxing and a 5-minute video about that, and I'll be really pleased with that video. Thank you very, very much for being here. We can probably do a couple more random live stream like that at night. I just need to figure out a way or a time or a way to make time to do these with you guys, but we're having fun. I'm soon gonna set up a Discord server, by the way. If you guys want to join in, stick around the channel, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any notification of all my video when I go live, when I release something. But I will probably release a short video soon saying that I have a Discord server, and I'm probably going to have something in the bottom of the screen to tell you guys to go join that, so that way we can interact probably easier. And a lot of people here are really cool, knowledgeable people that like to help each other. So maybe in the future we can have a really cool Discord channel where we help out each other. I don't know. But that's going to be it for me. Thank you very much for being part of this live stream. We've been at this for 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's crazy, guys. Thank you very much for being part of this. Always a fun to have you around. Time to stop the recording. We're going to stop the stream here, guys. Until the next one, I want you guys to please take care of yourself. Take care of each other. Good night.